Hey guys, it's Vicky. So would you like to know 3 ways that you can start using fear as your ultimate motivator instead of allowing it to hold you back? If so, stick around. I think you're going to love the tips that I have for you. Okay, so I'm going to dive right in. So I was on the Tony Robbins blog earlier today and I came across an article talking about how people can use fear as the ultimate motivator in life to advance towards their goals and to actually stop allowing it to hold them back. And I was blown away by it. I just had to come on live and share what I learned with you, okay? So the first tip that I have 3. The first tip I have is decide if your goal is a must. So what I want you to do is, wherever you are, I just want you to take a minute and just imagine that you're 80 or 90 years old, okay? And you're nearing the end of your life and you're sat in a rocking chair on your porch and you're looking back on your life, okay? What is the one thing that you wanted to achieve but you didn't do it? You didn't actually get to, you didn't actually get to fulfill, okay? So what was the one thing, imagining in your mind that you're 80 or 90 years old, you're nearing the end of your life, what's the one thing that you always wanted to do that you didn't actually do it? You allowed fear to stop you. And I just want you to take a minute and think about what that feels like, okay? I want you to take a minute and imagine that you're at the end of your life and you're thinking about that one thing that you really always wanted to do. Like every year you said that you were going to do it and you didn't because you were allowing fear to stop you. I just want you to think about how that would feel and the feeling of regret and disappointment that would come over you, okay? And then what is it going to cost you? Come back to like the present moment. When you've done that, come back to the present moment and think about what's it going to cost you if you don't fulfill that one thing that you want to do. Or maybe it's just not one thing, maybe it's a few things. Like think about what will happen if you don't accomplish that thing, okay? And like it's like what will happen if you don't work on overcoming the fear, okay? So number 2 is recognize the excuses, okay? So I think sometimes we think there are things that we really want to do, but we make excuses like we don't have enough time, we don't have enough money, we have a family, we're too busy. But what Tony Robbins says is if we think that we don't have, that's just like a story we tell ourselves. He says if we are able to find excuses for what we really want to do, it's not the excuses that are the problem, it's because we haven't fully committed ourselves to that goal. Because when you're fully committed to a goal, like all the excuses go out of the window. You just find a way to make it happen no matter what. So what are like the stories that you're telling yourself as the reasons that you haven't accomplished that thing? It's not that you're too busy or you don't have the time or you don't have the resources or it's because you have a family. It's because you haven't fully committed yourself to that goal because you're still allowing the excuses and the fear to stop you, okay? And number 3 is adopt a growth mindset. So really successful people, they are always learning, they're always looking for how they can get better, they're always looking for ways to advance in their abilities. They never ever think that they know it all, they never ever look at their abilities and think that they can't ever get any better. They're constantly looking for ways to improve, okay? So, telling me my battery's low. And so having a growth mindset just means being flexible, always, wanting to improve and get better. And so if there's something you want to get better at that you aren't maybe very skilled in it right now. Like, don't ever look at your ability and think that you can't get any better. Like, you don't think that you're as good as you're ever going to be. Okay, having a growth mindset means just knowing that you can get better no matter what, as long as you keep learning and you keep growing. And that's what successful people do. They don't ever stop growing. Okay, so I hope you got some value from this video. I actually have 2 extra bonus tips. I really saved the best for last. Like, if you really want to stop using fear, stop allowing fear to hold you back, and actually really start using it to propel yourself forward and actually get where you want to be in life, you're going to want these 2 extra tips. Okay, so send me a message or comment on this video tips, and I'll be really happy to send them over to you. Like I said, they are definitely the best ones. Like, if you really want to start advancing forward and you're sick of being stuck and you're sick of allowing fear to stop you, you really want to get your hands on these tips. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this quick video. Hope you all have an amazing Friday, and I'll talk to you soon.